fairly confident. I mean, I haven't cast every single FaZe
No,
map,
neither have I,
but
I think every time I've seen FaZe play, Enable is running Heatwave if it's allowed.
So if FaZe struggles this game, I blame Attach.
No, I don't blame it on that.
I mean, I'm rooting for FaZe now. I have to.
Both teams, same exact thing. Yeah. Clay with the Annihilator, Crim with the Annihilator. Going to be looking for the guys with the weapons to really set up, kill the players on the overextensions, trying to wrap back towards their base. You know, when you get control of the other team's base.
Sure.
I like Camo and Uplink a lot. I'm surprised we didn't see that one.
I like Camo and Uplink because if you get to that halfway point, you get a couple dead, let's say 2 down. I mean, it's pretty much a 1-pointer guaranteed. You should get 1 through. It almost guarantees a dunk if you get in close range.
Is Camo better than Kinetic on Uplink?
They're pretty close, right?
They're close.
They both kind of guarantee that toss.
Kinetic gone, and we never. Well, we see Camo go sometimes, but I feel like we see a lot more emphasis on Kinetic.
I think Camo's I say Camo's probably better for like getting a score. Kinetic's got more use in a lot of other situations, but not really. I mean, Camo, if you're trying to retake middle, you know you're getting pushed. Even if you come off spawn, you're getting pushed in base. You could pop Kinetic or Camo to really retake. They're both, even though they're so different, they're kind of similar in what kind of results they'll produce because Kinetic you usually are only going to get a kill or 2. Same with Camo, usually leads for a kill or 2.
Yeah, but Camo can get you in a position that can open up the map for the rest of the team. It's a little bit of a trade-off.
I love them both.
It's a little bit of a trade-off. I love them both as well. Love them both as well. Heatwave, I think, is one that on Uplink, I want to say like we're not going to see it as much, just because we have. Well, we've seen some big plays like, you know, the goal, whatnot, with Heatwave.
Well, I like when you're shutting down. I actually like its counter ability versus a Camo or a Kinetic. You know, if you have that player flying into score, we saw it earlier. You know, you hit that player. It was a Camo player, hit him with Heatwave. What was his slasher in that S&D? He hits Camo. He's like, oh, I got this kill. Heatwave hits him in the face.
We saw Diabolic using the CTF against Aix, where he's going for the return, hits it, and he just falls to his death. But game loading up. It's going to be a Fringe up. Blank unlimited scroll limit, a 5-minute time limit on the clock. Team's going to switch sides at halftime. Get a fair shot from both sides of the map, and then a respawn delay of 5 seconds. So once you see one or two players dead for a respective team, you're going to see the other team try and push up the map, whether they have some weapons, use those, try and kill the people coming off spawn, set up to really rally those scores in.
All right, let's kick things off here with Krem6. He'll be having the Annihilator, rocking an M8 and a Simtex. He's going to be tossing a grenade basically at that white truck right at the corner. Not able to connect the players right in front of him. He's going to get taken out at L-Wall. Nice positioning there by the members of FaZe. They've got 2 down already. They've got pushing for drone control. Ultimately going to end up falling, but it's going to go to Clay. Clay trying to move it forward. Pushing through L, has one in the back. Nice shots there. Going to take the head off of Krem. Frustrating start here for Krem, but Clay has come alive. He struggled in game 1, but Clayster's back, baby. He can't find the ball, though. He's so excited. He kills 3. If he picked up the drone there quickly, I think that was a score. Would he have gotten a 1-pointer, maybe?
Well, so he had 2 teammates coming down towards tracks, and he was really relying on them to pick up some kills, and he was going to go for those guys coming off spawn at Top Grandma. They don't pick up the kills, and just kind of throws away a scoring opportunity here. So you're going to see Optic just kind of...
You need the ball. Somebody goes back and gets it.
There you go. Go back, get the ball. You're going to see Karma start to bring the drone up towards tracks. They wasted a lot of time, but they're able to get the drone pretty far up. He makes it past
how is he not
1.
Shot? What is happening?
Gonna get off a shot.
Oh,
no,
just misses. And
Formal is there. He's a one-on-one against one player.
You see him cross. I don't think he did. The X-ray, I know, makes it a bit easier. I don't think he saw him cross. He's got 1 on bridge. He's not pushing from every angle. Tries to challenge. He's given his team so much time to push up here. It's so much able to make a play. And that player is Krem6. Formal did such an excellent job there pushing them back. He opens up that 2-piece there.
Yeah, it's going to be everybody dead for FaZe. There's one player who's actually stuck inside small door. Now you start to see, you're going to see FaZe go immediately on that overextension. Optic going to score and put the first points on the board here, going up 2-0.
But this player that wrapped up top, I thought he was in a prime position to possibly make a play, but he's going to get taken out as well. Zuma trying as well. That's going to get pushed. They're getting bullied right now. Optic Gaming rolling forward. Going to hop off the wall. Nice movement there. It's Krem flushing another one through.
That's actually a huge kill. Krem is 50 off of streaks at that point. So Clay, even though he dies there to Karma, it's a big kill to get Krem as he flies through the goal.
And this is so funny. You see a player kind of top barn. They just keep overextending, try to pick something up. Enable able to shut one down there. He actually gets two. So Enable rotating into top Grandma's really able to make an impact on the game. They kind of, the floodgates open for a moment, but I think they've slowed down for now.
Yeah, that's huge for FaZe to get control of their base.
Well, no, maybe not. I mean, this pressure is still coming, actually. Karma pushing around the top side.
Well, now they're spawning back alley yet again. So I think Formal, I was going to say he probably throws this one over the top, and you're going to see Scump with the HC trying to get close towards that guy in the back. Not able to do so. Formal going to toss that one in. A 5-0 lead for Optic Gaming here.
They're looking good. You know, Enable and crew doing everything they can to really get out of this trap. They thought they fought out of it when Enable overextended there into Grandma's, but ultimately it's had the same result. They haven't been able to get forward. The best pressure they've had was really Clayster with that early three-piece. Now they're trying to push through tax. You got a couple behind White Truck trying to put shots in. Not
you just
able
think
to pick it up
how
at
different
all.
the game would be if they converted that into points. And you force Optic to kind of go back towards their base. You see 2 dead, 4 FaZe, make it 3, and now Optic in a perfect spot to bring the drone up the map. There's one player in barn, Clay, the last line of defense for FaZe. Teammates rotating back. You have Scump using that camo, being able to pick up one, not going to get anyone else with it. Now you're going to have Crim rotate this one. He's going to go for this one-point shot over the building. And
you want kinetic, right? You maybe pick up 2 kills there if you're Scump. You maybe pick up a couple and lead to a dunk there. I mean, he still gets that effective kill. I know he picks up one with camo, but I don't know. It's wild. Both weapons so strong, and the points just keep flying. And there's a toss in the back. Who's going to be the player to grab it? You got Formal back here picking up kills, trying to pin them back alley. You have Karma doing it as well. He saw one, going to push forward with the L-Car, just trying to find the ball. Where is it? He slides in. Can he grab it and get off the toss? That's a heat wave coming in, I believe, to shut him down. Make sure no more points on the board for Optic Gaming.
Yeah, big play by Attach. And you're going to see, looks like FaZe thinking about overextension with the drone. They're actually going to bring it back towards that mid-street, but look at this Scump set up in a perfect spot. He was top bar.
No,
able to pick up the second one.
Able to pick up 2. Great positioning, like you said, to watch that drone.
I thought his teammates were going to pick that kill up mid-map. Zuma doing a great job staying alive, just trying to preserve the base of FaZe. Karma now with the drone, going to bring this one through that cut over by Barn, going to toss it in for 1. And Maeve, this first half has just been completely one-sided.
It really has. This is reminiscent of the Game 1 hard point we saw. I mean, the only factor you have going for you right now, FaZe, you took an S&D. If you can pull this the distance, if you bring it to a Game 5, you got to feel pretty good about your chances. But in the respawns right now, you just cannot hang. I mean, I'm not saying this game's over, but 7-0, and you didn't see any life out of FaZe. They haven't been able to really do anything successful. No points on the board, no real attacks, no shots on goal. You know, that's when you're talking about soccer or something, it's a stat you look at, like shots on goal. It kind of shows, you know, how offensive-minded a team has been, how much pressure they're able to apply. I mean, the answer is 0 for FaZe. They didn't get forward at all into that kind of, you know, Optic Gaming half.
And you want to just talk about, I don't even think you want to talk about shots on goal, but just possession with the drone.
Yeah, possessions, that's a big stat too, yeah.
The only time you saw FaZe with the drone in hand was when they were just, the opening 30 seconds, and then when they tried to get it out of their base.
Yeah,
they were
just true.
The only time they had is when they were trying to use it defensively, never got the drone and tried to push up.
If 90% of the time you're holding the drone is in your own base, probably an issue.
Yeah, you're probably losing. Anyway, second half, Formal put some shots on top Grandma, a little bit slower. It looked like FaZe trying to force some action down over by Track. Some fantastic long-range shots by Zuma, but that's going to be 3 dead for FaZe. Optic Gaming on the push yet again. Clay needs to go big with the Annihilator here. 0 for 1, 0 for 2.
I thought I saw the Annihilator early on. I thought I saw that, like, kind of from window. You saw that little dot, but I didn't see any shots coming out from him. He just wasn't able to really hit anything.
For FaZe again.
And
this is tough.
Should be Dunk City. They're getting forward. There's still 2 in the back. Able to play defense here. Can they close it out? Scump trying to push forward, taking shots as Formal's going to pick up 2. Drone still in a precarious position here for FaZe, but ultimately they're able to pick it up and get it out.
The beginning went for FaZe in the first half, right? Optic gets the drone in the FaZe base, think they're going to score, and they don't get any points out of it. Let's see if FaZe can turn things around, score some points here. I feel like they just need, you know, to get 1-3 down and get control of the Optic base, and they can really start to open things up.
And this has been, you know, this is a tough map for a sub player for sure. And Attach, you can see, really struggling to make an impact on the game.
But we have seen him actually have really good games on this map.
He has,
like
but
one of the better SMG players on Fringe.
It's tough when you're playing a team like Optic Gaming, though, right? A little bit of a different beast when you're a sub player in a map like this.
Especially going up against, you know, 3 top flight ARs. And it's going to be 2 dead for Optic Gaming. The drone is going to be in the hands of Clayster. He's going to toss it down, try and get some armor back as Enable pushes up into top barn. I think they're waiting for this teammate to come down tracks and then going to start to push this drone up. But I hear a scythe, and is that Zuma or is that a defensive one by Formal? It's going to be a defensive scythe in the hands of Optic Gaming. Formal just really preventing FaZe from going anywhere with the drone. You see Scum picks up one with that camo coming around the left-hand side.
Now,
Nothing.
I get why you slow down. Is it because you feel like you need to get dunks at this point? Like they're not wanting to go for one-pointers?
Well, no, they needed more players over there. It was only Clay and Enable on that side of the map.
You don't think they could have got a one-point toss?
With a scythe in the back?
You know, Formal might miss.
There is no way he misses coming down that alley with a scythe.
Hey, they're on the board now.
Throw. But now you have 3 dead. Now you give Optic kind of a fast break scenario mid-map. You're going to have to see Attach play this perfectly, use Heatwave to his advantage, and it's actually going to be Optic just pushing everyone over by tracks. Going to have nobody over towards mid-map. Karma gets shut down over by Z, and you're going to have Attach across. Now he's going to pick up an AR, try and slay a little bit here, and then FaZe can get that drone control yet again, but FaZe just playing this really slow.
Yeah, it's tough because like
it's tough, right?
I don't mind watching them play methodical, but it's just that they have so little time to work with. 2 minutes is a lot, but you have to get points on the board at this point. That's another 3 down. That's going to be a toss out. If one player would have stayed alive, I think at L, whoever that, I would think that was Crim6, they would have had a good opportunity to get forward. Enable's going to win a key gunfight and trying to slow down any potential Optic closure. He is just going to gun Karma there at top barn. You can see.
But I feel like all you've seen so far, I mean, you see
my.
like FaZe get 2 dead, and then you see Optic return with some kills. You haven't seen like a 3 dead out of Optic Gaming, you know, where FaZe gets control of their base and they're able to push. I feel like it's just been kills just traded back and forth.
Hey, it really, really has. You can tell just by the scoreline here, 7-1, 90 seconds to go. FaZe needs something, needs some life. Try to pull this back, make this a closer game. We're watching Zuma pushing through middle, trying to get drone in hand. There's one player there on the white truck, and that's going to be a Semtex basically on his foot. He somehow stays alive. He's going to have the armor now with the drum, trying to wrap here through wood, see if he can get points on the board. He's got some coverage in the back.
And FaZe has control of their base.
This is absolutely a dunk. So what happens in the overextension? This is the key fight now when you get the dunk. Attach is going to be here at Bricks. How does this play out?
Well, they're actually going all the way on the overextension.
Well, that's what Enable did as well. Remember, he went top Grandmas and got a lot of kills on the board.
And Attach tries to get that pass in the top barn, but it doesn't connect.
They basically flipped entirely. So the overextension here, the 4 men just grouping around the back for Optic Gaming worked out beautifully. And now they have drone in hand and they have FaZe base control. This is going to be a, kind of a slow counter dunk, I guess, as it's really going to opt to get forward, and that's going to fall. I think the Scuppy here is he's going to have a dunk, gets it through, 9-3 Optic Gaming, and that was textbook.
So the dunk gets it right away.
Overextension.
Well, if you're going to make that play, you need to go together. What we saw FaZe do is they kind of split. They saw, one guy go into Bricks and Naval on top Grandma go on the overextension. If you're going to make that call, you got to go everybody together, because if you don't, obviously you see the train just keep going. That's what Optic did to FaZe in that first half. In the second half, FaZe not really with any answers, as it looks like it's going to be an Optic Gaming win, 9-3 here on Fringe Up.
And that was, that's all about side one, right?
Yeah.
Optic goes up 7-0. They just kind of get the train going.
Preserve the lead in the second half.
You have games that are about getting, one-pointers whenever you can sneak them in, and then games are about getting that spawn trap on, relaying through dunks. And that's what Optic did. I think they had kind of 3 dunks in succession, really, when they started to force that back alley spawn. Did a really, really good job. And you saw the difference. The one time that FaZe was able to get that same position, the difference in kind of how the teams reacted. Like, FaZe, I remember the one time they got Enable to top Grandmas. He did a pretty good job dealing with it. He picked up a couple kills, slowed them down. But when Optic was able to push all 4 back, not only did they pick up the kills, but they then had control of FaZe's base because they had more than one player there, and they also get through the points. So Optic just outplayed them, and that was fun to watch.
It's really just those decisions on the overextension. And the biggest thing is you just got to make that decision as a team. You got to send all 4 players one way. You really got to commit to it. Saw FaZe, when they tried to do it, like you said, Enable would go to top Grandma. They would have a guy fighting Bricks.
And
one guy trying to rotate
kills,
back.
But the
and
difference
they just never.
They got those 2 kills on Optic, but then again, there's people there to control the base, control the spawns, keep getting kills. Whereas Enable is just like, I need help.
Yeah.
Someone assist me.
Yeah, just not the best play right there from FaZe. So they go 2-1 down in this series. Going into a breach CTF, how you feeling about FaZe?
Listen, I thought Optic was
Take a look
potentially
at the
going to win. Man, I just want to see 5. The fans deserve 5 in this particular series. Really, really want to see this one go all the way for sure.
Scump was a huge difference in this.
Break down these stats for me, buddy.
I mean, Scump goes 24-15. I feel like he was picking up some really big kills in and around the drone. You get attached 10 and 22. How difficult it is for the SMG players on this map. those two guys, just disparity in kills alone, I mean, that is just massive. And the side of FaZe, you saw Zuma with a +1 game. I mean, not like the craziest stat line, but still, with the way the game was going, for him and Enable to both go pop.